I just have myself. Oh, there you go. So let's get on some Miyazaki. I was actually looking at how to do proper cloth simulations in the Unreal Engine, so I might do that at some point. We're actually just done it for the game I'm working on, so I should be able to look at how they did it. Or even ask the person who did it and get him to help me out. Because it would be nice if it does sort of move. I want obviously these to move as well. It should really not move when it gets to hit. But up until here, it should still move. You know what? Why don't we do this today? As always, Wednesday's probably going to be a short day. I feel very exhausted. I actually did like an hour of work extra today. Not because I wanted to overtime, but because I woke up late one day, so I told him I'll make up the time. So like an hour or half an hour. Why till 6:30? I'm pretty sure. So yeah, get out my face. Hair, stop it. Oh, it's actually relatively low poly. For once. As if we smooth it. Actually, it doesn't look too bad if you smooth it, but I'm not going to. No point. Why have I left it not smooth enough? Is it because the interior... Oh yeah, it's because of here. Oh no, it's 30. 40. I want all of that smooth, but I can always mark these as sharp. Here and here I think I want sharp. Don't ask me why I made this one mesh. It's been so much easier if I had it separate meshes. Mesh eye. Well, actually, no. I want to... I'm trying to undo. It's just going so slow. I want to do this. But then I want to do this. They're going to have them sharp still. Nice. Got that sort of one mesh in there too. Do I need to do a high poly? I don't think I need to do a high poly. I guess we'll have to see. So let's start unwrapping. So I probably just want to unwrap the interior and exterior as flat, right? That'll work, right? I think. Well, actually, I'll probably do this like this. So it's an edge. And then here to like here. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I've been unwrapping in Maya today, so I'm a little bit head empty. Oh, yikes. That's not very good, is it? Maybe I I have beveled this a little bit. Nah. Ba 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 ba. Yeah. I only remember that off of Scrubs. What a great show. Best way to unwrap this. Let's think about it for a second. Definitely need those edges disconnected. And then I'll probably use something like this and mark that as a scene. And select that and unwrap that. Yeah, that works. So I should really unwrap all of it and then do this, but I like unwrapping it a little bit at a time just to see if it's working. Not to actually get it unwrapped, but just to see if it's working. What about this? What we've got going on here? What's going on here then? Oh! We don't want these faces. A boom. Shakalaka. We want to mark it a scene. Like this. We want to do this one. And we want to... Oh my. How have I done this one? Oh, so this one you do see all the edges, right? Oh wait, I need to do these as well. Nope. Yes. But I left the edges on those too. Bad, Stephen. Very, very bad. Delete those faces. Because they intersect, we don't need them. Mark it as scene. Select this one. Like these. And then we just do something like this, mark that. Cool, now I should be able to select the whole thing. If I unhide it, there you go. And unwrap. Oh. What went wrong there then, eh? So you guys are fine. So what's this? Well, why did this not unwrap? Oh, right. I did not see you. Got all that extra detail that I didn't realize. Cool. That doesn't look right. Let's do that. Then I'll unwrap again. Wow, is that really that big? I'm surprised. God. Cool, that's unwrapped. And that's a wrap. Like duplicate quick and bob it the most center of the grid we can. Make it straight, so we'll tilt it while in engine. Center of origins. We'll place it with the bottom touching the bottom like that. Like there. File, export, FBX. Oh, God, I'm saving in my work folder. I don't want to save there. I want to save just on my desktop. It's fine. Don't mix up work with work stuff. Actually, I guess I could and then reuse the assets. If I really wanted to, I guess. But... Select. Small, SM underscore small boat. Export. Oh, I've exported the entire scene. Why is Blender not got selected object on by default? I do this every time. You have no idea how frustrating this is. I didn't mean to hit that off my side. I don't think you guys heard that. I'm going to have a Malteser. Couple Maltesers. To calm my nerves. Malteser. Oh, God. You done? No? Oh, you done? Cool. I need to re-export you. Every time, man. Delete it, because I've already got it placed up here. Substance of being taught. I haven't got any work stuff open, have I? Boat. Boat. There you go. Jesus. No, don't open it up, you silly Billy. Import it. Hide that. There you go. Bake. Or GTK, why not? Boom. Let's get a nice wood. I can use any wood for this because I'm just going to use the normals. Not that wood, that's disgusting. What's that like? Ooh. Do I like that? I kind of like that. What's wood paint like? What happens if we put it... It's very warped. Nope. Hide one at a time, so you want me to train. Is that still that? So no, that. I want this part to go to the side. You know what? I'm just using the normals for it anyway. So let's hide all this. So only keep that one. Have the color. Just keep this on. Lovely. We'll do a duplicate to make the normals a little bit stronger. So we can change them later. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bottom. Interesting. What about... Oh, it's the freaking wood itself, isn't it? No. See, the other one was warped. Oh, well, even if I put it on 90 degrees, it was very warped. I didn't like that. We don't like that. Turn down the scale. How do I do that every time? I sort of feel like I select the whole thing, but I never do. This still says to that. I still haven't fixed this part. So this part I want to go this way. So it's a bit awkward. Because I need to duplicate. Well, no, I need to make it so none of this is selected here. Got to do it a very odd way. Are you in the folder? Right, I'm a little confused. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one out. I'm an idiot. That one is in the folder. That was so confusing. There you go. I should be able to paint out the parts that are wrong. Just like that. And then I could duplicate. Actually, no. Duplicate the folder. And then invert the folder. Oh my god. Am I blind? Dude, I do this every time. Invert mask. I can never find it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Rotate it 90 degrees. That's not 90 degrees. Like that. Oh, we've got the bottom sort of coming in. It looks a bit odd, but I don't think we'll be too worrying about that. The rest is fine. Little low quality. What if I turn that up for now? Oh god, that's too high quality. That's fine. Right, then I want to go File, Export. Put it on my desktop. Go, just normals. So it's PNG, so it's 2K. Export. Boom. Wrong desktop. Plonk it in there. Textures. Current session. Current project. Boom. Delete what we had. Import what we got. There you go. I thought I didn't want that. Boom, we have the normals. Now, rebake everything, not including the normals. Lovely. Sweet. So get rid of that now. Yeah, like you can see the details there now, the ambient occlusion and stuff. Cool. Ah, itch your face because you're itchy. Sweet. That's a key component to getting this right. Got to itch your face at the exact time, otherwise none of this is gonna work. No. Not awful. Let's rework some of this stuff. Oh my god, turn all of this garbage down. I actually need the curvature. I had a feeling it would do, but like that. Turn it down a little bit. That one, turn it down a little bit. Why won't it tone down a little bit? Turn this down a little bit. There you go. Cool. Got those normals coming in. You got those ambient occlusion coming in. It's here. Turn down this, turn down this. Turn down this, turn up this. Get all of those juicy bits filled in. Sounds horrible. Why would I say that? I'm in high. So why is all this not working? There you go. Cool. It's okay. Now, it's here. And we want to add a curvature to this. Add generator. Curvature. Nice. It turns up. Wow, why is this not covering this at all? It does if I do that. Okay. Interesting. Instead, we'll get a edge mask. Strong edges. Turn it up. Turn you down. Still not working the way I want it. What's making that one work? Fine, we'll just duplicate this. I just want these edges here. So I want to turn it down a tiny bit, make it full, bring it down at the bottom, take you off, turn you to like a blue, yeah, and then invert ya. Well, that's a horrible blue, Jesus Christ. Sweet. Then we come in here, start turning it down a bit, or up a bit. God, pins needles. Not quite right. Not quite right. Getting there, though. Getting there. You know what? I really don't like the normals. The normals are so strong right now. I guess I could turn that down an inch. Oh no, that's not turned up. Let's turn that up quick. So what's making this like bluish here? That should be affecting that if it's turned up to 1. That's a little bit better. Oh, there you go. Is this a little bit transparent for me? Still don't look right at all. Not too over keen on that. Not gonna lie. I should really be reusing my old where is it? I'll show you. I bet I could make this look more stylized actually. Don't want it to be killing my PC while it's loading. Still loading. Oh, it's finally loading. Oh my god. Because I have a little boat in here. I wonder if I could just use the normals for it and reuse what we've got here. Look. I wonder. I mean, one thing that we messed up on is we painted the inside of the boat. Because we dumb. The inside's not supposed to be that color. Of course it's not. Actually, how much of this did I select? If I press 4 and click the texture. Oh, nice. There you go. So that's already better. How many times does it want me to click? That already looks a little bit better. Still not brilliant. Is it the blue? Maybe the blue's a bit... Maybe I don't like the blue. Nah, the blue's fine. I mean... What I also want to do is to... So I'd rather not use the one we had before, because I like making new assets. I mean, I don't think this is a bad looking one. If the lighting finally loads, we're still compiling 800 shaders. Gosh darn it. The blue's just not nice. There? That's a nicer blue, but still not brilliant. I think the inside's too dark, so let's try to solve that solution. That solution. Turn down this a little bit. Turn that all the way down. What happens if we turn that all the way up? What do we get? And turn down Curvature. Turn down ambient occlusion a little bit. Turn up. Blur's already up. Turn up sharpness. Nice. That's more what I'm looking for. Turn that down a tad to make it a bit weaker. Hell yes. Okay. Let's get a nice big fat paint. There you go. Just like that. Filter that out. Blur that. Blur it to the extreme. Add an overlay. Turn it up. Don't want the interior actually wet, but that looks kind of interesting. There you go. So we get that sort of brightness from the interior. We can also do that on... Where on the exterior do we do that? On here. Oh, I painted down there somehow. Cool. Let's add a generator. Add a position. Turn a position to the top. Make a contrast a little bit. Bring it to there. Set it to an overlay. Turn off everything but that. So we get a... Okay. So we get a little bit brighter from the top. Repeat that process. Swap it to a multiply. Invert the mask. Dim the color. Now it's a blue, so what I should be doing is, if that's a blue, we want it to be sort of here-ish. Like that. We could tone it down a little bit. You know what? I kind of like it strong. Get a better position for it. It's there, and then bring it up a tad. Cool. Looking pretty swanky. Still not sure about the all of this detailing. I could have used the one we always use, which is this one. Made that triplanar and then used that. But this one doesn't have knots in it, and I really wanted knots in the wood. So maybe that's not too bad. We'll see how it looks in the engine. Definitely looks like a bad. I think I may have just made it too big or too small. Like, it's got very fine wood grain. And I think that could be what's causing me to not like it. I mean, we've also got this warpiness down here, but it's fine. I don't want to hand sculpt it, or it's going to take a long time to do that. And we are about saving time here. I would say it's like Bob Ross, but his stuff always looks like masterpieces, even if he does it a quick way. Wrong folder. That's my work folder. One of these days, I'm just going to freaking flip my work stuff up on stream and be like, oh, no. I'd start working and not even think I'm streaming. I'd be like, ah, da, da, da. Wait, why is it 7 o'clock? Oh, right, stream. Let's jump back in engine. Grab the bot. Take the bot in. Reduce it by half. Get it to be the same location as that one. The UVs don't look too warped. They do bend around there, you can see. All right, slightly tilted, isn't it? Yeah. Get out of the way. Just roughly place the top. Nice. Itch my face a whole bunch because my freaking hair. Like, hot damn. Did I not export it yet? Oh, I actually did have my work up on a different monitor. And I've not saved it. Save. Work folder. Substance. Yeah. That should go away now. Where did I output it? Did I not put it in the right place? Well, export. Oh, I threw it onto the desktop. Silly Billy. Boom, whip it up. Pop it in. Name it. Whoops, name it correctly. So we'll call it Small Boat. Small boat. Five bean table. What a specific name I've got for that texture. Pop that on. That will create us a material. Oh wow, that's kind of cool about the normals. Oh, and it's gone. And it's gone. Turn up the texture. Streaming pool. Texture dot. Nope. Streaming dot pool. There you go. Streaming dot pool size. Set it to 2000. Give it all of that RAM. There you go. Dedicated WAM. Pop in my normals. Pop in my ORM map, as I like to call it. Chuck that in. Chuck all of this in. Whip this into a multiply. Put a 1 constant in. Convert that to a parameter. Call that brightness. Plonk that in. Plonk that in. Plonk that in. Change that to 1 as default. Select this to a linear color. Turn off sRGB. Click apply, even though this is an error, because that error will disappear. Boom. Boom, we've got a boat. It's not bad. It's not brilliant. It's not bad. It's got a bit of paint on it. What the heck? Plonk it into a one of those. Hey, one of those. Small boat. MI for material instance. Small boat. Plonk that on. Whip this down. Down? Make it darker. Or make it brighter. Actually, I'm not sure. We'll make it a little bit darker. And we have a quick bow, which is slightly brighter on the sides. Lovely. Very, very pretty. Okay. How many of these could I duplicate? All the way across. Up to here. Then that's a slightly shifted one, so I'll have to do these a little bit different. Or I could still place them there. It doesn't really matter. And then I just need some straight ones. So this could be made up of 2 different meshes. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Here needs to be made up of 1 mesh that just goes along. But the problem is making it 1 mesh. You'll see that it will tile. So we'll have to see. Anything fun I could quickly make? Oh, the bed was really fun. Oh, God. Look at it. I really like blue, apparently. Imagine waking up to this. Like... God. I want to try this in VR. I think that'd be really fun. Got nothing in the cupboard at the moment. So how have I textured this? I'm very curious. I've done it through a mask. I have done it through a mask. Interesting. So, what would happen if I inverted that mask? Set that to alert. Multiplied this by color. Blocks. That in there, that in there. That in there? Right, that doesn't seem to have changed anything. I'm very confused. That should at least be 0 values. Start. Have I got it inverted? I might be inverted. So this needs to go up here. This needs to go here. No, because that's changing. I want to change the edging color. So I thought I would just need to invert that, but is that not correct? There, there. Oh, wait. There. Maybe I should have done it afterwards. Yeah, because it is coloring that in. Maybe I should have looped that afterwards. So, did that. Did that. Did that. I did that. That should make all the edges black. Nope. But why? Why aren't those edges black? Wait. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Sorry. Oh my god. I missed it 4 times. No. Yes. I know we kind of had the result earlier, but trust me. I'm a scientist. We default out of 1. There you go. And we plug that in. And we itch. And I come into here. Hold on a minute. Why is it all turned brown? I mean, I like it, but it's probably broken this one, hasn't it? Yeah, what the heck? His beak. I broke it. How did I break it? Let's multiply it here. So we get this result. What's happening here? So that gives us our normal result. But doing this... Oh, hold on a minute. Why is making it white making it that color? I've got the wrong way around. Switch from that. That's probably why. Boom. Now you're normal colored. I come up here. Nice. Now if I come into the second color, because this is slightly red tinted and I don't like that. We should be able to counteract that. What? My brain. So I did have it the right way around. What? Why is it dyeing everything red? I don't understand. So that's making everything red from here. Right. So instead of what I am doing, which is multiplying this, I should be multiplying this, I guess. Alright, let's check that. See, I've been doing 3D for like 8 hours today. So maybe that's what's causing my brain to be a bit dumb. Haha! The only problem is it colours everything else. But I should be able to counteract some of that redness in it now. Wait, it was red, so it needs to be this direction. There you go. Still looks a little red, I think. I don't want to go too much in that direction. Because like, that's it normally. And if it's this red here, we would want to technically go the opposite direction to counteract that. Up here is wrong. Down there's not too bad. So now, it looks a bit more chest. It has a little bit less red to it. That was causing an issue in my opinion. You could definitely still see red, but it's a lot less than it was. Same with you. Look how blue. Look how red that is, despite the chest being blue. If I do something like that, oh, that looks way better. It makes the straps blue and the metal blue, but eh. Nice. I was gonna say sweet, but then it came out nice instead. What nice. I need foliage assets to throw on the floor, like nails. I actually really like how the bed turned out. It's really simple. But, like, it just looks nice. Tips to the mark filled in. Let's do the windows. To the window. To the wow. To the wow. That's going to be a very modular asset. I have a lot of these windows. First of all, combine. Boom. Super easy to UV map something like this. It's going to be super easy to texture as well, let's face it. That's a lot of... Hold on a minute. What? Why does it look like that? Alright, let's remodel it. That's what happens when you're in a rush, guys, and you're making a scene as quick as possible. The modeling was the funnest part. It's kind of sad that how quickly that's over, and I'm not modeling. I haven't been modeling for ages now. Oh, you know what? Let's just freaking select it all. Select it all. Deselect. Boom. Boom. I actually don't mind if it's a tiny bit wonky in size, because that's the charm. Kind of. One, it's laziness. Two, it is kind of the charm because it's stylized. So if we feel that. So this is a good example of when I say to you guys, there's a lot of different ways to make a model. In this case, I made it in a very weird way. So now I'm remaking it. And what I can do is now bevel here. Oh, you know what? I think it's because I beveled everything, right? So when what I mean by that is, let's separate this out. Separate, selected. I think it's going to be the first time in years I've not had a single comment during stream. Very interesting. Hopefully that makes one of you guys come and talk to me. Converse with your boy. So if we do this, turn this up, that'd be good. That's essentially the same shape. Do a smooth. Do a weighted normal. Set it in here. Perfect. Click apply and apply. Boom. Tad too thick, that's fine. So am I. I'm just learning in silence. Sweet. Hey man, that's fine. It's just crazy. It's not very chatty today. Cool. So yeah, as I say, great work, man. Thanks, man. As I say a lot of times, there's a million different ways to make things. Not quite sure how I did this. It's not necessarily wrong. But if we have a look at this now, we have, I can't remember where it says poly count. So we have 226 faces on this, and it looks, you know, identical to that. But this one has, so just this part, 3,700. So it's that's way too many, right? So my scene isn't optimized, it's for fun, but if you were making game assets, that's a complete waste of information, because I don't need it to be that detailed. Get what I mean? Anyway, you can save poly count or texture resolution. You should if you're making game assets, because they're game assets. Oh, thank you for subscribing, man. Ivan Boris. Damn, man, what a great name. I always wonder how people who aren't subscribed to me find the channel. Unless you're on the Discord, maybe? If you check out my art station, you can actually see the other kind of work I get up to. It's not all this kind of stuff. Give that a nice smoothy woovy. Delete our other window, and now we've got this new window that's way less polygons. Combine it, and we are Gucci. Now let's UV map it. Let's also add a weighted normal again and click apply to make those faces. Just did really cool thing, man, to make them look more flat. So what weighted normals do, actually I can't remember what they do necessarily. Oh man. Oh. But if you look at this like face here, see that? It gives it like this weird smooth effect. Now if you use Maya or 3ds Max, I think it sort of automatically applies this. But in Blender, it like tries to kind of smooth it weirdly. If you weight the normals, it looks a lot more flat on those flat edges. So it's much more helpful. And a really good example of where it really shines is if we get like a cube, if we do this, so only one bevel, watch what happens. So if I were to smooth this, we get this result, right? What the weighted normals will do is it will try to make the flat faces look flat, but these curved ones still look smooth. Again, easiest way to put it. I could auto smooth it, which will give me this result. If I turn this up, I can smooth these edges, which looks a bit funky. However, this isn't going to work. This should work. If I weight the normals, boom. See that? So we go from, let's turn that down. We go from 3 different things. We go from either 4 different things, technically. Because we go from completely smooth. Actually, I'm going to do it this way around. So we go from completely sharp to just the edges being smoothed to everything being smooth, which makes the corners look nice, but these flat sides, it gives you this weird shading, to basically the best of both, which is weighting the normals. Weighted normals. See that? And all it is one edge. It saves on that poly count and it looks nice. God. We can make a cube look different in 4 different ways. See that? That's crazy. And then if you want to keep that from when you export, or just, it will export like this anyway, but you can always, boom, apply, and it will stay like that. I might do a quick tutorial on that, actually. How to set up weighted normals, because they are pretty helpful. So now we're going to UV map. If you don't know how to UV map, I would recommend watching, I guess. UV mapping is not the most fun thing, I must say. Mark those seams. Marking seams basically makes it so that's where you're going to essentially make your cuts when you're trying to unfold the asset. Boom, boom, boom. That should unfold. So what that will do is those edges will unfold like flaps, like ears, and then it will unfold all the way around. And when it gets to here, that part will disconnect, and we'll have it flattened out with those ears sticking out. And I'll show you what that looks like. It will look exactly what I say. Flat with those ears sticking out. See? When you can visualize what your UVs will look like, you will start being able to do UVs very quickly if you can't already. This isn't obviously directed at you, Ivan. Ivan? Did I say Ivan, actually? This is in general to anyone who's watching. So this is a bit more of an annoying shape. So if we click here to here, I'll unwrap from there. Then we do here, 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 here. Now that's going to look like a weird unwrap, but it should still work. Kind of what I expected. It's a little iffy. I mean, I could, just because it puts my mind at ease that the unwrap's all right. Wow. Well, there you go. We could clear what I just did. Clear seams. What time was it? Okay. I've got plans today. It's like popular. I'm not popular. We could mark. Wait a minute. I haven't cleared all those seams. I can see one back there. Clear seam. Boom. So we could select this, which will select the whole round thing. If we were to mark seam here and then unwrap it, and unwrap that, we'll get these 2 shapes, which will be essentially one of the shapes will have all of this still connected to it, while the other one will be flat, which the other one will look good. However, the flat side, or not the flat side, the side that's got these parts connected will be a bit more stretched. To solve that, we can alleviate some of that tension by selecting a couple of these edges. Don't fully understand UV mapping, this might make too much sense, but for people who are vaguely familiar with UV mapping, you'll get what I'm doing. It's obviously hard to show everything at a beginner state if I'm trying to get it done for a scene, you know what I mean? Oh man, itchy face. See that? We alleviate some of that tension, it flexes them out and allows it to be a bit more cozy. Unfortunately, this part here does not look very good. Which is this bit here. Because it comes into a little center, it's not liking it very much. What I could do is I could clear seam here, mark seam here, and make it so it's connected to that to this one instead. And there's nothing in the way of this one. Depends how you want to do it. It's a fine way to do it. Some people don't like their UVs cutting off like that because now when I go to texture it, we have this part coming in and I have to texture it kind of weird, but it works. It's fine. Unwrap it all. Terrible, terrible packing. Let's see if I can pack the island a bit better. No, I can't. Wow. Okay. If we select this, select the faces. There you go. Rotate that. Start playing Tetris in the background. If I pop that here, we can then Scale these up a tad. Keeping them fitting in the area. Move this over to the side and give it all this area. We've still got a bit of blank space, but we've got nothing else to really work with. So not much that could be helped about that. Like you could scale bits up and have it more detailed in other places, but then a texture density goes a bit wacky because this part will look a bit more detailed or a bit more pixels on it, but the other part won't. It's a give and take. Sometimes you want to do that, sometimes you don't. Like, for example, if we don't really see this part of it, so let's say if we're in the building, you see this face up close, and you're like, whoa. But when you're here, you only see it from down here. If you know that for sure, and you know you'll never see this part up close on the opposite side, you could always take the side you're not going to see, so this side, scale this one all the way down, and make this one very big. And try to squeeze this in. Like that. Because that way that part's going to have more detail on it now, because you see that up close. Because you see the other one's so far away, you don't need it as detailed. I don't like doing that, because just my personal preference. I like it all sharing the same detail, especially if I'm going to reuse the window. If I'm going to reuse the window, I could have it modulated. What that means is when I go to place the window in other locations, it's going to have the same texture. But if I were then to say, okay, and do this, I could flip it. Now the texture won't look the same because we've got the outside texture facing it. Go do another window. Okay, we'll invert this one. Boom, inverted. Or we'll squish it this way. Boom, inverted. See what I mean? And you can basically reuse that texture as much as you want. Let's do a duplicate. Pop it down here. So I'm going to have to place all these windows separately, but that is fine. I'm fine with that. Cool. File. Export. FBX. Desktop. New. Boat window. Boom. SM underscore. Boat window. Triangle. Yeah, I don't like to make them different sizing UV2. Yeah, it is a personal preference, especially if it's like modulated. You don't really want to. I get why people do it, and it does make sense, especially when they do it the way I explained. But yeah, it's like a give and take. Like I've always said, when it comes to UV mapping, no matter what you do, it's always gonna be. There's always gonna be a Oh my god. An exchange, I guess? Like, for example, if you make more seams, you'll have more places where the texture ends. But you'll have less stretching. If you have less seams, you'll have more stretching. So there's always a give and take when it comes to UV mapping. You can't ever, or almost ever, be perfect. Unless you've got like a cube. It's very easy to UV map a cube. But you know what I'm saying. Oh my god, man. I am itchy boy today. I'm the Audi boy. Desktop. Boat windows. Triangle window. Okay. Plonk. It's a plonk. There you go. Aha! It's inverted. Beautiful. So all that means is basically the normals are facing the wrong way. All I've got to do to fix that is come into Blender, go into edit mode, select it all, control. So if we actually show backface quickly, backface culling, you should usually have backface culling turned on, and it will show that's inverted. So the shape basically means it thinks it's those faces are supposed to be transparent. If I actually look at the reason I don't usually like this turned on, oh, this isn't. So if you have like a curtain, and a curtain is like popped up against the wall, oh well, not enough edges. That many. There you go. Like this, like this. Oh, you know what? Curtain's like grabbed in the middle. Why not? Bit like this. Whatever, a curtain, smooth it over. Boom. We have some sort of curtain looking thing, right? When I turn it around, it'd be transparent. You can't see it, which means you can't select it. If you can't see it, Blender won't let you select it. That sometimes really annoys me. That's why I don't usually put backface coloring on, because one-sided shapes kind of suffer. That's my window. There he is. Isolate him. But yeah, so all you got to do is select it. If I turn it back on, you can see backface coloring. Select it. Oh my god, where are we? Control A. No. Shift. Control A. Shift N. There you go. And it'll do it for you. Ooh. But that's giving some very interesting results. Why is that? Turn back on weighted normals. There you go. Boom. Re-export that. Boom. And delete save. Because I already have the window up here. Oh, this one's inverted as well, of course. So let's fix that one here. There you go. Oh, and get the weighted normals. Apply. There we go. Perfect. Sweet. Now I need to go place them all around the ship, but we need to do the textures, so let's re-import it. Now I don't know how hard these textures are going to be. I might have to do the textures manually, because if I go to put on this, it won't face the right way. If I set it to try planar, we're going to be facing like that. Now that's not awful. That could work just fine. Very interesting. Oh. Rotate you. Yeah, we'll get those facing the right way. Like that. That could be fine. High poly would always look better, of course, but if you want to save time, well, almost always look better. If you want to save time, there's nothing wrong with trying to cheese it like this. So I'll do what I've been doing the last couple of days. Do this, go file, export. This, like this, like this, like this, like this. I'm just exporting the normal. You have to set that up yourself if you haven't got it set up. Export that. Drag that in from my desktop on my other monitor. Blonk. Texture. Project. I don't like deleting these just because I want to use them, but I will hide them. Plonk that. Oh, I haven't even baked it yet. Plug that into my normals. So we've got normals on them now, naturally. Bake. Turn off your normals here. I'm only going to make it 1K texture. No point going in here. Bake that. Cool. Stylize wood. Throw that on. Throw that one on. That's a little bit nicer. Okay, so the problem with this is not baking a lot of that detail. Instead, we're going to turn the curvature up a little bit, see what that does. Oh, there you go. That's better. And get some of that detail pop. Oh, look at that. Come into our occlusion. Pop that up a bit. Turn this down. This down. Make all of that detail come out. Like that. Sweet. Make 2 layers. Black mask that. Add generator. Position. Probably fine like that. Do an overlay. Turn off turn off everything but color. Turn it up so the top gets brighter. Probably make it slightly yellow. Turn it down so it's very subtle. Make another black mask. Add generator. Position. Invert it so it's true. Set it to a multiply. Turn it on so I can see what's going on. Turn everything but color. Make it slightly red tinted. Select where you want it to be positioned. Probably something like that. Turn it down. And boom. Oops. It gives it some sort of placement in the scene. You know what I mean? Turn up a little bit. See that? That. versus that. So that's sort of flat. It's not got the darkness and the lightness on top, but having those two applied sort of brings it together, you know. Come to here, come to here. Select boat window. Select. Change this to packed. Export. Cool. Now I can change those if I want. You can re-export it later if it doesn't look right. It's absolutely fine. Oh, yeah. Come look at my old map. God, I made this like 3 years ago now. And there's some decent assets in it. I didn't clearly know. Well, I would say I didn't know about certain things, but the color there is kind of accurate. I wanted it to be quite bland and desaturated when I made it. So I wouldn't say that's necessarily wrong. But let's see. Oh no, is this one not got the map in it? Bugger, I can't show you guys the map. This is still probably my favorite scene I did with fans. My other scenes are more favorite sort of fact that they were fun to do. Oh. Bring up the scene we're actually working on. Coolio. Dragging our boats. Oh, actually, dragging our boat and textures. Why not do it at once? Can you explain me something? When you have your both low and high poly version of your asset, do you need to unwrap both? No. You only need to unwrap the high poly. Like I will literally show you right now because it won't take very long. Let's create a new Blender document. This is something people ask quite a lot, actually. People always have the misconception that you're supposed to just do the both of them. There you go. So let's just keep a singular cube. This should already have a UV map. Let's create a second one that's going to be a high poly. Bevel the edges and smooth it. So we've got this one and we've got this one, right? Usually you'd smooth both, so you'd have this one smoothed over as well. Export this as your low poly. So I'll mess up the UV map just to show you it doesn't need to be right, because this would have generated a decent UV map. Actually, can I mess up the UV map? It's Blender. I don't think it'd let me. Here you go. We'll move stuff around. Clearly make the UV map unusable. So this is clearly not a correct UV map, right? Our other cube has a decent UV map. File, export, FBX, desktop. I'm going to call it Books Low Poly. You don't have to name it that way. I name it that way because it looks better and it's easier to remember for later use. We will then do another Books, but we'll call him Books High Poly, or HB for High Poly. We'll load up a new substance so I don't lose my work. Actually, I could have just... I've already done it. Yeah. Alright, so pop in box low poly. So I've dragged it in from my desktop. You could have selected it like this and just gone box low poly. Okay. Now, hold on a minute. Oh, my mistake. I've done it kind of right, but file, export, FBX. Make sure you've got it set to selected objects, because it's basically exported everything, and I don't want it to do that. I want it to export just a singular thingy. I do this all the time. I'm probably one of the worst people you'll ever meet that just doesn't tick this box. Low poly, yes. Is that the low poly? Yeah. Cool. High poly. Again, make sure selected objects is ticked. I'm so bad at this. I'm like making sure that's ticked. Boom. Now come back into substance. Wrong one. That one. There you go. Boom. Boom. Yes, reopen it. Boom. Boom. Nice. So now we've got our weirdly smooth cube. If you were to bake this normally, without selecting anything, let's make it 2K. If I select anything, we'll bake all your maps, so yeah. Nice thing about this is now that they're baked, it will pick up edges and ambient occlusion. So if I were to put in one of my stylized maps, or stylized textures, oh my god, I can't spell, it will pick up some of those edges. See that? Wow, that doesn't pick up the edge at all. Anyways, see what I mean? But if we bake, select a high poly, and you saw the high poly's UVs were messed up, bake, it should try to smooth those corners for us. Oh, kind of. Didn't do a very good job. Let's turn up this 0.1, 0.1. So sometimes you need to adjust these so it picks it up fully. That's better. And look, we have a smooth edge cube. Now, we all know it's sharp, so it looks weird when you're from this angle. But when you're from this angle, it looks smooth. See what I mean? Something I'm curious about is what happens if we were to put a sphere in this. So if we just literally, yeah, like that, subdivided him, smoothed him over, and exported a sphere. I'm curious. But yeah, you don't need to UV map your high poly for your low poly to be baked. That would be such a waste of time. I'm just going to call him Books HP, so I don't have to change any of that. So now we're going to bake from a sphere. I'm curious what it does. Thank you, Steve. You are welcome. I knew it was going to be quick to show you, and it's always better if I can actually prove it to you than just to say, yeah, that's how you do it. And then when you do it, something messes up, and then you blame me. Box HP, bake. Oh my god, that's not going to work at all. All right. What if I turn this to max? Oh my god, it doesn't even try. What if I make it low then? It's literally spaced too far away, it won't work. No, you can't bake a sphere into your cube, unfortunately. What was if I did this instead? Now I'm just messing around for no reason. So yeah, there are clearly limitations to trying to bake from a high poly. If your high poly is that different, it's not going to try to bake stuff. I don't even know what it's doing anymore. What the heck? What is that? Yo, this is some awesome content to have on in the background. Thank you so much, Jack Hodgson. That can't be right. Hodgson? Hodgson. That sounds closer to being correct. You just made the companion cube. Ha, oh yeah. Okay. There you go. Alright. Don't save that. Let's continue what we were doing. It's going to go. I have 9 minutes before I promised someone I'd hang out with them. So we've exported that already. Let's get it in. Get her done. Did I throw it in already? Boom. Boot. Small. No, I've already done small boat. We want window. Boat window. Also, for those of you who'd like to talk to me off stream, I do have a Discord if you scroll below, so you can always talk to me there. I mainly try to help you guys out. Honestly, if you guys message me while I'm not streaming, I try to help out with things that you might be stuck on. I do not have the most time in the world anymore because I'm working, but I still try to make time for my boys. So we're naming them the correct naming convention, making a material, M_triangle window. I got you guys over the wrong side of the screen, so I'm looking over there to speak to you. Right, so this is obviously not going to work here because this is the old triangle window. So we want to delete. Well, we won't delete it yet because I like to place it into the right area. Let's open this up, apply our correct materials that were just textures that were just made. I'm going to write in the word triangle so they all appear. So the biggest reason you have these naming conventions, so you can write stuff in like this and it will come up. Because I don't really like the file structure Unreal gets you to do, but it is good for the naming conventions. Because if I write MI underscore, I know that Unreal is now only going to show me material instances, for example. If I write M underscore, only materials. If I remember what the file's called, so M underscore triangle window, I know it's going to show me, or sorry, just the word triangle window, it will show me everything related to triangle window. Okay. Boom. Close that, say no, because I don't want to remember anything I changed. Boom. I feel like that was confusing. I said no. So I'd already saved the changes to this. What I said no to was something else I changed, and I didn't want to save it because I couldn't remember what I changed. So if I like had slightly moved something here, but I'd opened this window and I went to close it and it said I had some changes, I said no because I didn't want to keep whatever changes I didn't realize I'd made. I feel like I just did that and it looked like I said no to making my new material, and I thought that looks a bit confusing. It's going to take us a while to replace all of these, but that's fine. You can plug that on. We have our windows. Oh, why does it do that? Look. Because in Substance, it looks fine. But because the maps are a little wonky, it has a bit of trouble. I've always found that really weird. It's only been doing it recently, but look how wonky that is. It's actually not as bad on this side. This side's awful. It does that because of triplanar. Everyone told me, oh, use triplanar, it's so much better. But every time I use triplanar, we get these errors, and I hate it. It's terrible. Because that does not represent this at all. That represents... Well, I can't even show you. I wonder what the best way is to fix it. That's not changed, I think. I just always seem to have this trouble when I do this. So if I open up the normals, you can see that they're warped here. Let's open up the other normals and see what they look like. So if they look the same, does that look the same as that? Oh wow, they look actually very different. They're still in the same location from the looks of it. Oh, it's just inverted them because Unreal Engine inverts them. Yeah, it's still warped. I never get why it does that. It's so strange to me. So we can fix that by making a better UV map. So if I come back into... Actually, no, if I go to Maya and redo it in Maya instead. And I guess what I'll do... Oh, they're also inverted. I wonder if that could have played a part. So if we do that, redo this. That's fine. We'll see how... So we'll see what that does. See if that's still warped. Maybe it's because they're inverted. Because when I originally unwrapped them, we had it... the backface column was incorrect, as you guys saw earlier. So we'll see. That could have been a reason why, but I'm not sure. Re-import it in here. This will mess up. No, it won't, because we've got a wrong material name on it. So Substance bases its material, or it's like layers. It sets. Oh, you go set this on what you name your material. So if we call it default material, I'm doing this on the other monitor, don't you worry. And now re-import it. It should swap back to our other material we were using. And be all messed up, yeah, it's fine. Bake, make sure that's still set to that. Oh, right. Okay. This is fine. We know how to fix this. What I need to do is rebake our normals out. Let's get rid of all of this quick, and I'll rebake it in a second. Cool. So we need to get our normals back out. So if we go File, Export, set it to our... Oops. Set it to just normals. And not be blind. I scrolled past it, didn't I? I definitely scrolled past it. Hey. Boom. Re-import that back in. Plonk. Textures. Project. Import. Plonk that back into our normal. Plonk that one back into our normals. Excuse me. Why are both of you wrong? What the heck is that? Why are both of you wrong? That's very interesting. One should have been the old one. One should have been the new one. Oh. Oh, right. I've exported it to the other location. That's why. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. There you go. Now let's do it. Haha. Hide that. Bake. Keep normals on. Sweet. Sport that. Not that bit. This bit. Packed. Export. Boom. Come back into here. Do a re-import of this guy. This will all be incorrect now. Boom. Re-import these. It's still got a little bit of warping. But it's definitely better. Oh, yeah, look. That's so strange. Again, we can fix it later. I can find a better UV map for it. And then what I'd do is I'd essentially go around and start replacing every single window. This is kind of why that if you know how you're gonna how you're gonna make something advanced, you should basically unwrap it all and then duplicate it. So basically, I should have unwrapped it in Blender when I was making it. So if we look at Blender, so when I was making it in Blender, I should have unwrapped it first when I made the very first window and then started duplicating it. However, I've done the opposite. I've duplicated it without even UV mapping one of them, which means I can't just reapply that material to everything. I have to basically do it all over. I have to replace them all over again. You know what I'm saying? Which takes some extra time, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's going to be a bit thinner as well. Oh no, it's just got to be brought out a bit more. I've already got holes in the walls, so I basically just need to replace all of them. That window is way bigger. Jesus. I think this needs to be stretched a little bit more. A little bit over here. There you go. Very, very fun. I actually really like placing stuff. It's, I wouldn't say it's therapeutic. I just think it's a fun thing to do. One day we're going to be finished with this scene and it's going to look sick. Until then, we're just trotting along making one asset at a time. But one day, mark my words, this scene's going to be finished and you're all going to be like, wow, it looks so good. I'm like, hell yeah, it does. It's took me so long. Cool, we're starting to have wood detailing. That's very nice. God, that one is so... Can I stretch it a little bit more? Why is it so weird? There you go, that's probably a bit better. Again, what I should be doing is I should be rotating them randomly too, so that way you can't tell they're like duplicated. Oh, I've said that. Wait, the texture's the same on both sides. How inconvenient. So let's instead mirror it and rotate it. sure. You can kind of tell it's mirrored, but shh, no one will know. I mean, who looks at detailing on windows anyway, right? I always imagine when I give these scenes out for you guys to review, because for people who are subscribers, I give the content out to review. Only a playable demo. They just look at the smallest things and they'll just like, why is that window texture weird? Oh. That's a thick boy. No, that makes me concerned that it won't work properly, but we'll give it a quick check. Oh, that's not fully tilted. There you go. Pull it up. Pull it in. And pull it out. Something like that. As long as it's roughly the same. Then it's like super thick. What's that? Oh, it's thicker. Thick. That's about right. Oh, God. Now, you're probably never going to get this high to see that. So, hopefully. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on a minute. I think I've made a mistake a little bit with the model. Because I think the... Oops. Yeah, this is it. I think the model file... Open recent. I think for that particular window, it had a thick windowsill. But I think in general, the windowsill is supposed to be a little bit thinner. So let's actually fix that up a little bit. Make the windowsill a tad thinner. Because it'll make it easier to do all the other ones if the windowsill's a little bit thinner. Oh wait, I UV mapped it in Maya. What would it? I got to redo it in Maya, not Blender. Slightly thinner. File, export, triangle window, re-import it, and that should go a lot thinner. There you go. So we've got that part too thick anyway. So close. Slightly needs to be tilted more. I am tilted at this point, Jesus Christ. Oh, we're so close. It's just lopsided. I think it's lopsided. Okay, it needs to be a tad thicker. That's fine. Well. Oh yeah, it's coming out. Okay, that's fine. You'll never see that. You'll be down here like this. It's Gucci. Alright, any more windows up here? Cool. Upstairs is done. Very, very good. Very good. We need to obviously do windows here. Windows. None here. Oh, and none here. Wait, is that it? For the windows? I could have sworn there was more. Oh, I may as well do the last two. Hold on a minute. I was going to call it a day and just say I'll do them later. But when there's only two more, it was a bit cheaty if I don't get it done. Scroll it down. Make it half the size. Well, got to be smaller than that, but we're almost there. Come on, bit more. There you go. Good boy. Squish it. Oh, God. Squish it a tiny bit. There you go. There you go. Boom. Oh. Close. Make it, you know, a little bit thicker. There we go. See, it doesn't look stretched either. See what I mean? Like, it looks fine. You could get away with stretching stuff quite often without coming up with any issues. Wait, so was that it? It was just a one. Well, there's no windows down here. Nice. Windows are done. They're not the best, but when everything else is textured, I think they'll look fine. Right. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, for those of you who haven't, you could join the Discord and chat with me off stream. None of my regulars are here today, but we've got a couple of new faces, which is always nice to see. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. Sunday. Bye, bye.